base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Knights offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
With the catch, it's Lee. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll do it himself. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Pulls it in. It's Ashley. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're
turning it on! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Utah's offense will get the ball for the first time. Looking for room. It's Vega. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. The give on the option. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Love. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Love. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6th play of the drive coming up. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Utes have taken it inside the 20. Throws to the tight end. Into the house. Touchdown, Utah! He'll try to tack on one more. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll go to the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up with 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wilson to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's lobbed. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Utes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Immediately fires to the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The run from the shotgun. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Buying some time. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. Jumped on top of the pile.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll leave it with him. He breaks and tackle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It's live. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run, just the ability to break tackles.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Utes! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wilson will throw. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Pressure coming. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Works the middle of the field.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Rushes on him. And as he throws, almost intercepted. And what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Looking for a man. It's Suggs. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. catch in the middle. It's Lee. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Knights send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get...
He's got it down the left side.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Utes are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Suggs. Fires one high and deep. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Utes with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wilson to pass. Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've got paths to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fires deep toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
On target to the left. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're just going to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
There he goes! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Utes look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Looking to throw, it's Suggs. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Might be looking to run. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here's the handoff. Finds a little space.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Ashley. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. That's caught. It's Griffin. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They won the game.